forward, of course, prediction show time. We're going to have to be quick. We've got 20 minutes. But then again, we're 2 weeks out as we record this. So, hey, flip a coin for some of them. But anyway, let's give a quick note out to our sponsor and then we'll crack on.
Love that crunch.
Let me add a little bit of spice.
So there you go, round number 21. We were saying, me and Greg, before you went on air, where is this season going? Quite remarkable, really. But these are the games for round number 21. The Saints will host Salford. The Robins take on the Tigers. Giants go up against the Dragons. Rhinos hosting the Wigan Warriors. The Leopards go up against Hull FC. And finally, the London Broncos, for the second time this season, well, they will entertain the Warrington Wolves. Let's start with that top fixture then. Head-to-head, Saints against Salford, 48-11 in overtime. Last 5, 3-2. 3-2 to the Salford Red Devils. Incredible. Actually, it's the other way around. My apologies. It's 3-2 to Saints. But the last 2 wins have gone the way of Salford. 24-20 and 20 points to 18. Quite incredible. A double against the Saints this year. Could Salford do the treble? That's the question, gentlemen. Greg, your thoughts? Can Salford do the treble?
They can, but I don't think they will. I think Salford have gone off the boil a little bit. I think hopefully by the time, for Saints fans anyway, by the time this game comes around, they may have a few more bodies back.
Yeah.
I think to push, I think that to beat them twice, to beat them for the first time in 40 years at St Helens, it takes some doing. I think it's just, I don't think it's going to happen again. I think Saints will have learned lessons from the last time. I think they definitely went in there thinking they were going to win the game before kick-off. Saints, I think we can safely say that. They didn't perform on the night. Salford, having said that, were brilliant and hung in there. I think Saints will win. I think Saints will win 9-17.
Well, I mean, on the photo of the 21-man squad for round number 19 was Tim Lafay. So Tim Lafay looks like he'll probably be around by the time we get to here, give or take injuries. We haven't got a clue. A lot could happen between now and then. But Alex Walmsley is scheduled for his return in this game against Salford as well, Steph. And if that is true, that's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And if I know this is pre-recorded, so if my predictions of a Saints loss to Lee and to Castleford, they'll be definitely marking this one as one to win. No, getting those players back is huge for Saints, and I think they'll be looking for a response in this one. So I think it'll still be close, though. I think Salford are going to get a couple of players back, and I've gone for Saints 1-8.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I can't see anything but a Saints win. But let's be fair, Salford fans, to have beaten Saints twice this year, you'll take that, I'm quite sure. But I'm going Saints 9-17 this far out on that one. Right, we now move across to Hull KR taking on Castleford, 16-13 in KR's favour. The last 5-4-1 in the favour of KR. The last time out in round 15 at the Jungle, 13-12. Nobody saw that one coming. A real grind in that one. The Robins will, of course, go into this favourite, and rightly so. They'll be probably looking very much up at League Leader Shield. Certainly home semi-final spot, Steph. You would not expect KR at Craven Park at this point in the season, a week out from Magic, to not win against Castleford, would you?
No, it's critical game for Hull KR, this one, in the like you rightly say, a home playoff. Their fans will not allow a loss in this game. I think it'll be a good win for them as well. I think they'll be 18 plus in this game.
Greg?
Yeah, hopefully they'll be coming off the back of a defeat to Warrington. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm with Steph. I'm seeing 18 plus for Hull KR.
Fair enough. Again, I'm going 18 plus KR. I think KR now will, at this point in the season, will start trying to kick on now. They'll want to put some markers down because the playoffs is only just around the corner. Now it's about building momentum for what is the most vital part of the season, as we all know. Right, now we go off to the John Smith Stadium. The Giants taking on the Dragons. over history, it's been the Giants 25-20. The last 5, 3-2 to the Dragons. Incredible. Look at this here, round 15 at Perpignan, 22 points to 18. But let's not forget, Huddersfield were the team that knocked Catalan out of the Challenge Cup this season. The attack, nothing in it. Defence, slightly favouring Catalan Dragons. You do feel that this has to be a win at this stage of the season for the Catalan Dragons, because if they was to lose these type of games, that is where the likes of Leeds, Lee, and maybe even Huddersfield could be just reining them in alongside maybe perhaps the Salford Red Devils. Really interesting game. Do we expect Huddersfield to topple the Dragons, or do you think it will be a good win for the Dragons? What's your thoughts, Greg?
This is a difficult one. Again, we're 2 weeks down the road, so anything could have happened. And I just fancy the Giants for this one, and that's Greg and his mates running to the hills screaming no. I fancy the Giants for this one because I think I tipped them to get beat last week, if I remember correctly. And I think the Giants are going to bounce back, and a 1-8 win for the Giants.
Wow. We know that Catalan can sometimes not travel well, Steph. Do you agree with Greg? Do you see it, Huddersfield?
I do. I think they'll be buoyed by Luke Robinson signing a 3-year contract as head coach. But bear in mind, this is 2 weeks before we've pre-recorded. I think They've seems to get this confidence back in them now, and I think Catalan have struggled a little bit away from home and at home as well. Been very inconsistent, so I think they're there for the taking in this one. I'm going Huddersfield 1-8.
Yeah, and you know what, we're 2 weeks out and we're going to repredict anyway. I'm going to make Mr. Roach happy. I'm going to go with Joel, with Greg, with Ryan, all the boys down there. Go on, let's go. Let's be brave while it doesn't matter. 9-17 Giants. Go on, the Giants. Happy days. Right, let's go into the Rhinos against the Warriors. This should be an absolute belter. Look at this, guys. Look at this for a slide. 45-34 in history to the Wigan Warriors. The last 5, 3-2 to the Leeds Rhinos. But here's one for you. The last 5 at AMT Headingley, 4-1 to the Warriors. The last time the Leeds Rhinos beat Wigan at Headingley was 2017. That's unbelievable. Attack 27-17 in the favour of Wigan, 18-14 more conceded there for the Rhinos. So history not on the Rhino side when it comes to Headingley and Wigan. If they've gone down to the Warrington Wolves a couple of rounds back, they're not going to be wanting to slip up too many times, obviously. But then let's not forget, it will be Saints the week after at Magic. So, other things as well there.
And will they have not played Lee as well in that rearranged game?
That'll have been the Tuesday before. So it is a short turnaround for Wigan. And this is mad. This is the first time they've met this year.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
How bonkers is that? Unbelievable. Yeah. Round 21, first time Leeds have played Wigan. They're going to play them twice in the last few rounds of the season. Really good point about the league game, obviously on the Tuesday night. Short turnaround for Wigan into the Leeds game. That said, I can't bet against Wigan. I think the fact that they have played Lee, of course, who's to say that Lee hasn't turned them over by the time people are watching this. But I think Wigan, no matter what, will get the job done. But I'm going to go 1-8 based on the fact that I've had a really difficult fixture midweek coming into this game.
Yeah. I think we should all predict the Lee Wigan one at the end as a little curveball thing. But I think we're going to be smarting in this one after a terrible performance against Lee. So I'm going to go Wigan 9-17.
Greg?
I'm going Wigan 9-17.
Yeah.
Because I think Wigan could possibly, against Lee, field a few more of the reserves.
Right.
I don't think they will.
with Leeds and Saints coming up over the next couple of weeks. That's just my own personal feeling. But I think they could quite possibly have lost to Lee or not beat them by as much as they thought they should. And I'll see. Did I say 9-17 Wigan? Yeah.
Yeah, if you say so. I'll be getting them near the time. But what I would say here is what a run of fixtures for Wigan. Warrington, Leigh, Leeds, Saints. Let me tell you now, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility, if they go 4 from 4 in them, you may as well shut the book now on 2024, because that'd be some statement of intent from the Warriors. Do I expect them to win all 4? Absolutely not. Who do I think will beat them? Who knows? But yeah, that will be a massive statement in 10. Right, we've got 10 minutes, so let's quickly go through this one. The Leopards taking on Hull FC. In history since 2005, 4 apiece and a draw. Couldn't be closer, really. The last 5, though, 4-1 to the Leopards. Round 5 at the MKM, 54 points to 4, a win for the Leigh Leopards. Would be a problem for you, Steph? Should it?
I think at home we should have enough to beat them, even though Hull FC have been great in these last few weeks. I don't think it'll be anywhere near the scoreline that we beat them up there at the MKM. I'm expecting them to come with a lot more, especially the young lads that they've been playing really well for them as well. So I am going to go for a Leigh win, obviously. At home, I'm going to go to Leigh 9-17.
Greg, Leigh to get the job done against Hull FC?
It's a tough one, this, because Leigh will have played Wigan.
Correct.
And, you know, I think a lot depends on the outcome of that game. And this is where Steph's going to fall out with me. I'm going to go Hull 1-8. Sorry, Steph.
There you go. I'm going to stick with Leigh, like in the same vein that I said Wigan. No, I think it'd be tighter because of that game against Wigan. I'm going to go Leigh 1-8. But again, it'd be a fascinating.
Oh, that's a great game. I think that's going to be a great game.
Especially the way Hull FC are playing at the moment. They've got nothing to lose. So yeah, happy days. Good luck, of course, to both sides on that. And then, you know, this shouldn't take us too long. London, Warrington going back to London, played them twice this year. Once at the Challenge Cup, of course, came through that. And as you can see there, 58 points to 4. Warrington, of course, beat the London Broncos. Don't forget, though, first half, London had it doesn't look like it, but London had a proper go at Warrington in that first half. Warrington ran away with it, as many teams in the second half against London. 5-0, the last 5 between these two. All roads lead to Warrington. I'm going 18 plus Warrington. Guys?
I'm going 1-8 London.
Wow, you need
no. Reggie, just to see Reggie's face. No, 18 plus Warrington.
18 plus Warrington.
Nurse, he's escaped again.
yeah, safe and well checked for Steph. Legendary. Yeah, where are you going, Greg?
London 9-17.
9-17 London.
No, 18 plus Warrington.
Fantastic. Look, we whistle stop tour that little bit. But look, we haven't got a clue. We're 2 weeks out. What we wanted to do was we wanted to make sure that Super League Raw Weekly was on your screens Tuesday night, 8 p.m. as always. It was a fascinating chat over the 1-13. We've gone through that. You'll have been going off in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you will have done in terms of what's been going on. In terms of your predictions, and of course, Steph will have been getting involved with you during the course of the night. We hope you appreciate that we've done this. We didn't want there to be a gap in the schedule for you, and we hope we've delivered what has been an entertaining hour of rugby league chat and merriment, as I always say. Right, we're not quite sure how next week is going to go. It just may be that we do an entire show on the Friday. That's guaranteed. 8 o'clock Friday, the day before Magic. There is going to be a show. There will be a Magic special. What we might do is we might do a show on the Tuesday, which will be very much based on the previous week's fixtures and the awards. So, of course, we'll have the awards for July that we'll need to do, and there'll be far too much to do in one show. So what we might do, providing that Greg and Steph are happy with it, we might have a show on the Tuesday night at 8 o'clock as normal, looking back on round 21 and doing the awards. No talk of Magic Weekend on that show. It'll just be very much maybe a couple of Q&As as well. We'll have an hour together on the Tuesday night. And then I'll put something together for a Magic Weekend special where we will look ahead to a weekend that hopefully we'll all remember for the rest of our lives. We know a lot of you guys who watch us, the Super League Raw family, are going to be joining us at Ellen Road. It's going to be a cracking weekend. It's going to be great to see faces that we've never seen before. Lots of photo ops in terms of with each other and get it all over our social media channels. And hopefully hopefully we spread the gospel that is Super League Raw, because people will think I want to be in their gang, because we're going to have a right good do. So we'll finalise how next week is going to look, and of course keep your eyes tuned on all our social media platforms, where we will let you know what is going to go on there. But as always, from me to my two mates, Greg and Steph, thanks very much indeed for doing another one. Steph, go on, mate.
Can we quickly just do the Lee Wigan predictions, because that is going to be the thing.
It's been and gone. It's been and gone. We forgot to do that last week. So we forgot to do that last week.
What did we think then, just out of interest?
I think it's at Wigan, isn't it? I think Wigan 9-17.
Wigan 9-17.
Lee 1-8. Come on.
Everybody now knows what the result of that was and who's right and who's wrong. So that's outstanding. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Of course, all the predictions will be posted on Facebook as per usual. But that is another Super League Raw Weekly in the bag. More announcements to come in terms of the close season as well when we get further down the track. But on behalf of all of us here, whilst me and Greg continuing to enjoy the sunshine, you guys look after yourself, and we'll be back for more Super League Raw Weekly.
See you guys.